trust. So everybody, thank you so much for being here today. And I know I recruited a bunch of shills, so thanks a lot for showing up. I really appreciate it. So Avenir Wellness Solutions used to be CURR Pharmaceutical. And for those of you who know the company, and in August, I took over as the CEO and changed the direction of the company. And what we decided was that the company, which was research and development for so many years, was now going to be a revenue-generating company. And yay, exactly. And how do we get there, right? So basically, we are still grounded in our in the original strategy of the company, which is a broad platform technology company that creates intellectual property that makes unique ingredients and really cutting-edge delivery systems for wellness products now instead of drug products. And the reason that's so important is that we don't have to wait for FDA clearance. We don't have to do INDs or PK studies. We can go right out to market these days and really just market the products that we own. So we actually utilize this intellectual property and these new creative delivery systems in our own products that we sell to the consumers. And we also have a secondary revenue stream, and that is licensing these opportunities to other countries, for other uses in this country. And we are in the process of getting some of those licensing deals done right now. So we're very excited about what we're doing with the company. And my feeling is as many revenue streams as we can get, we're going to get them. So what we've done is we really believe that the company has so much great IP innovation and licensing opportunities. And these are just a couple of this music, just terrible. I don't know who put that music on there. But these are delivery systems for ingestibles for our oral film strips and our beauty products that really are making a difference, because we are the first company that is actually creating and developing beauty products and ingestibles that really have science behind them, make a difference with natural plant-based ingredients. And that is really a big differentiation factor for the company. But, you know, the real point is, how do you get to be a trusted leader in the wellness space? And how do you do this besides with cutting-edge technology, really unique products? Well, you really have to have great messaging, and the messaging is very important. And if you don't build brands around your product, whether it's your company brand, and this is always a great lesson for people who are trying to build their companies, really important to understand what your strategy is and your messaging is to the public, no matter who you are. So in the past 4 years since this subsidiary, Sarah Labs, has been around, and that was my company, and we've done about $27.3 million in revenue through the end of 2022. We have over 700,000 people in our database, and that is growing. And we have 15 plus patents, and we have more that are coming we're going to talk about in a second. But how do we grow brands? Well, we've got 4 distinct product lines, but I don't think anybody has enough money to build all 4 of these into brands. So we've got enough for 2 brands, and we are taking Topical Revolution, our plant-based skincare that has our PT3P delivery system that Rob Davidson, who was this past CEO, and now he's my slave. Now he is the Chief Science Officer of the company and our chairman of the board. And he's going to kill me for saying that. And our NutriStrips, which is our oral film strip delivery program for ingestibles that you don't need to take pills for anymore. And these are the 2 that we're really spending the money on to really get out there. Now, how do you get that message out there? Well, you better have an integrative marketing strategy, and everything we do is ROI driven. Very important. There is nothing we do that isn't ROI driven, whether it be e-commerce platform to get sales on what we call our lower funnel, whether it be to go to retail. We're in Walmart, we're in CVS, we're in multiple retailers, whether we're doing digital advertising, whether we are doing partnerships we have with Amway, FabFitFun now, Pete. And whether we're doing offline marketing, we actually do TV. People still watch TV. I know it's hard to believe, but they do, especially at night when they can't sleep. They watch TV. TV land is really very important to a lot of people over the age of 60 who can't sleep. And content, also, if you don't create content, you never get your customers to come and trust you. And I don't care if your customer is a shareholder, if they are an investor, they're all people, okay? And people want to feel catered to. So it's very important that your content creates trust and really creates an environment that people feel really comfortable with, because they may love your product, and we have very few returns on our products because they're so good, but you still got to get them to buy in the first place, no matter what it is. And then we do a lot of PR, IR. And how do we do PR and how do we get this message out? Well, I heard somebody say, is that Nicole Kidman up there? No, this is Nicole Kidman here.
And absolutely obsessed. Stereotopical products are an important part of my nightly routine. I cover my face with Radiant Glow facial oil. I've given it to my sister, my mother, my niece. I pass it on to my friends, and I hope you love it as much as I do.
And yes, all the guys on our team came down for the shoot. So we are shooting a TV commercial with her in June when she gets off her last set, thank God. And but having Nicole or any celebrity of her stature that doesn't, for lack of a better word, sell herself out to a lot of other companies has been really gives us a head start on, on credibility. So with Nicole and the fact that we have a great team in place that writes fabulous copy and really understand how to get into the headset of the consumer, we really feel we have a winning combination. Nicole is just been phenomenal with really helping us out with press and media and whatever we really need. But, we still need to get sales, right? So we take one of our products, and we created a funnel this year. And we tested it in March. And we did our dark spot removing products. For all women out there who are a little older than 21 years of age, dark spots are a problem for you. And this product actually really works. And so we did a funnel. What's a funnel, you're going to ask? Funnel is when you sell one product at a time, and it has a lot of different sales tools and techniques in the product, and you give discounts to the consumer. And we were shocked to see that as soon as we put it out, we got 1,000 sales right away, and we were totally in shock. And our retention rate on our subscription model, for those of you who understand subscription models, was 77%. That is 77%. That is huge for a subscription model. How many of you would like your customers to come back 77% of the time and buy more from you, whether it's stock or whether it's your products or your technology? So we're very excited. Those are people who took out money out of their own pocket in a bad economy. The other thing we did different is that we made sure all of our products were priced affordably so that everybody could buy them. But we still make between 78 and 82% gross margin. Very important. High gross margin, but not to the point where we're so greedy that people won't buy the product. So that's one of our products, our product line, Stereotopical Revolution. Our other is the reason I joined CURR in the first place, and this was our oral film strip technology. I love the fact, once I did the research and found out 40% of the population will not take pills at all. And then when I found out that 70% of the population can't sleep, who here sleeps every single night and never gets up to do something in the middle of the night? Or it doesn't get neurotic? You get 3 hours a night? Thank you, Gary. So I'm neurotic, so I'm always thinking about everything terrible that could happen. My husband calls me Neuro Nancy for that. So we did the same thing with this, except we went on TV. Why? Because when you can't sleep at night, you watch TV, right? Thank you, Andrea. Watch TV, or you go on your computer to do some work, right? That's what people do when they can't sleep. And I once had my husband say to me, I saw your commercial on TV. He said to me, he goes, this is amazing. He said, I was going to buy it just to show you that I can be a customer. He said, should I buy the rush shipping? And I said, no, don't ever use rush shipping. You get it at the same time, honey. I said, it is a marketing technique. So this is actually really great. We are actually on TikTok. We're getting, for our energy products, we have all these young influencers. So influencer marketing is still really important for us because we want to get the young people. And so we recognize that these products are bipolar, meaning that they go for older people and they go for younger people. And you just have to market differently to them. That's all. So one of our other ways we talked about was media. So the power of celebrity. So the power of somebody like Nicole gets us in almost every magazine we want. We've been in InStyle, Harper's Bazaar on the cover, Vogue, Prevention Magazine. Believe it or not, out of all of those, where do we get our biggest sales? Prevention and InStyle. So we recognize that the health magazines really do a big job. So that's where we know we can advertise, and print is there. And it's been a really big success because guess how much these cost us to do? Nothing, absolutely nothing at all. And so all of those things cause what we call a halo effect. And a halo effect is when you do one thing, right? And then some other great things happen for you. So advertising on digital and TV causes what we call the halo effect on Amazon and Walmart. So if you take a look at the chart, if you can read that far, I had to memorize the numbers because I can't read that far, is our NutriStrips. We went on TV the last week of March for the first time in a year, and take a look. We had a 202% increase in sales on Amazon. We just went back on this week. We're already in the first couple of days of the week seeing 100% increase from the last peak. Serotopical Revolution on Amazon only. This doesn't include our e-commerce site. We had an article of Prevention Magazine come out in February with Nicole and I doing an interview. We had a lift of 557% on Amazon. I've never seen anything like it. I like these numbers, they make me happy, but we never rest. And then we did on March 13th and 15th, we knew we were coming out with a real big market disruptor, which we're going to talk about in a second. And we actually took on Nicole's makeup artist for the Oscars because and what we did was she went and she did interviews with InStyle. She used this new product, DNA Complex, on Nicole. We got pictures and video and the interviews. And we woke up on Monday morning and InStyle had already syndicated it to every single other magazine in the country. We had over 30 different magazines running the article. And I woke up to $20,000 in sales, on our site. And Amazon went up to prevention. I can't read that. What was it? 557%, which is pretty amazing. I'm sorry, 91% over the 557%. On Wednesday, I don't know if any of you women know what the Skim is. Do any of the women here know the Skim? It's the largest lifestyle platform in the United States. They have over 7 million subscribers, and it's for wellness and beauty. And so they did a pick on our DNA complex, and they ran this beautiful campaign for us on Wednesday, and we had a 91% lift that day. And I woke up to that day, which was 2 days later. It was a really good high, better than any drug you can ever take, and to $35,000 by 6 o'clock in the morning on the DNA complex, which was our first launch. It was a pre-sale. And it's coming. This is one of our Amazon ads. That was rad, huh? So anyway, we maybe spend $1,000 a month on Amazon advertising, and our sales are through the roof on Amazon because of this halo effect. When you go to Walmart, We actually got into Walmart in September, and sales were flat. We had no money to advertise. We really had to build on that. We started spending some money on advertising just for Walmart. Didn't work. So we said, screw it. Let's just put all our money into D2C ROI advertising, get sales ourselves. And all of a sudden, Amazon went up to, what is it there? 530% increase in their sales. That's the halo effect that happens. So we talked about DNA complex. So Rob Davidson, those of you who know him, came to me about a year ago and he says, how about I do this great new product? And he goes, it's a deep nanotechnology, and I'm going to start working on it now. And within 2 minutes, your lines and wrinkles on your face you'll start to tighten, and it won't leave a white film on your face like all the other line fillers do. And if you use it over a period of time, with long-term continuous use, you will see huge differences over the long term. So I said, I'm in. I said, how much is this going to cost me? And he went and he started to develop the product. He says, I have no idea. And after 60 iterations, and we are 6 months late getting it to market, but the product is fabulous. And we did a pre-sale. We got over 600 orders on the pre-sale, and we're shipping them 5 weeks late. We're shipping now, and only 3 people canceled. And then we sent them an email to say the products came in, and they re-upped their orders. So we're starting a major campaign on this on May 8th. We're very excited about this. We're already seeing huge spikes in our sales. This is the product for us that will rise all tides in this company. So we're very excited about it. And you can see this is actually real. That was her before, and that was her after 2 minutes later. We just put it in a few seconds, so you didn't have to sit here and wait 2 minutes for it. But yeah, we were very excited about it. So that gives you a little bit about what we're doing. There's so much more. I'd have to be here for a long time, and I don't think anybody wants to hear me talk that long. So we're very excited about the market opportunities. We know the global wellness market is about $1.5 trillion. That's trillion dollars. The global nutraceutical and supplements, which we're really in, is $534 billion. The beauty market is $587 billion. I am very happy if I got 2% of that business with 78 to 80% margins. Very, very critical for us. And I know that there have been articles that have come out that really show that all the big companies are getting in the CPG space are getting rid of their product lines that don't have high gross margins. They can't make any money because of the advertising. We believe in accountable advertising. Like I said, everything has an ROI except for the test markets. Because as one of my favorite people, Elon Musk, says, you test and you test and you test, and then you look at the data, and based on the data, you know what your next moves are. And that's what we do every single day. Analyze, overanalyze, and overanalyze to see what we're going to put our money into. So what did we do in 2022 since we took over? Oh, thank you. Well, so I'm going to be really fast. Since we took over, we've really been successful in our omni-channel market penetration. We've come out as one of the leaders in a very crowded space. As some of you know, we completed a $20 million non-dilutive sale in July. We continued to maintain significant portfolio of patents. Of course, we have Nicole, and we did a really big clinical on our vitamin D strips with Cincinnati Children's Hospital that had 100% improvement in cancer patients, pediatric cancer patients with, with their immune systems. But the big news is 2023. So we have really done a great job with only 14 people, guys, 14 people. We only have 5 people in marketing. So we're kind of, we're like lean and mean, and really everybody's working 24 hours a day. So we have an integrated marketing strategy that, like I said, creates a halo effect. We are growing our continuity subscription base in beauty and wellness. That's where we really make money. That's where we get the really high margins because there's no advertising associated with it. We're doing clinicals on our DNA right now. And Rob Davidson has written 3 patents on the DNA, and we're about to file them. And we continue to strengthen our foundational elements of the company. And that is very important. Instead of looking at the stock every day, instead of being worried every day, we are building this company into a real company with real revenues to last for a long time. We're looking at the long play, not the short play. So I can't do it alone. Joel's our CFO. He's here. He's the good-looking guy up here. Rob Davidson. And then we have our three senior people. Tracy Jankowski, she's the Vice President of Digital Marketing. John Camerano, who's our Senior VP of Sales. And Rick Petrie, who's probably one of the best direct-to-consumer advocates I know out there, and strategist. He's really fabulous. He's really changed our company around. And for those of you who are interested and get excited about any of these products, if you go to Sarah Labs Health, I can't help myself, and enter the code PLANET20, you will get a 20% discount on those products. So thank you. And any questions anybody has? Mr. Z. It was for me. It was for the Jewish girl, right? That's why. Yep. Thanks. Well, first of all, I'll address Walmart. We're in 1,800 stores. They are closing a lot of their stores in the crime-infested cities right now, so we will not be in those stores. I don't know what the count is yet. Walmart doesn't even know what the count is yet. So I know that some of those will go away, but if there's maybe 100 stores that go away, I just don't know. But yes, we've been there. We were just re-upped again for another 6 months, so we're very excited on the licensing opportunities. We are, Rob Davidson is diligently working with a group out of Mexico for the cannabis licensing deal. So we can license to each country or for different uses anything that we really need to, because we own the underlying patents. And he's working on another deal on the psychedelics, that we own 3 psychedelic patents. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, so depending on how much we buy, right, well, that'll take longer than a minute, but, and that's all I have left. It'll cost us about $6, let's just say $6.50 when you put it in a box, etc. We sell for $79.99, so it's pretty good. We'll give some discounts with that, but for the most part, I like those margins. They're really good, and how we're marketing this is through press, digital campaigns, and we've created something called a VSL. It's a video sales letter. It's 40 minutes of really telling the story of the science and everything behind it. And Nicole and Rob Davidson is our star of it. He's very unhappy with me that I'm making him famous right now. And he's a very low-key guy. And he is, so we've got a whole strategy for that. But thank you. And I'm told that I am off stage now. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.